What would your life look like if you had unshakable self-confidence? Would you finally go after that promotion? Would you finally speak up in meetings? Maybe launch that business or that side hustle that you've been wanting to launch, that you've been dreaming about. If you just had 10% more self-confidence, how could that change your life? Here's something that I want you to think about. 85% of people struggle with low self-esteem, according to Psychology Today. And according to us here at Rise Up For You, 83% of professionals say their number one challenge is self-confidence. And it's not just about feeling good. Low confidence directly impacts your income, your relationships, and opportunities. In fact, studies show that people with higher self-confidence earn an average of $28,000 more per year than those that constantly doubt themselves. Hi everyone, my name is Nada Lena Nasserdeen. I'm the CEO and founder of Rise Up For You, and my team and I are coaching, training, and working with entrepreneurs and organizations all over the world, helping them be top performers. Welcome to Rise Up For You TV. So the real question I want to ask you is, what's holding you back from stepping into your full potential? We know it's not resources, it's not knowledge. We have more connection than we've ever had in the world. Well, today I'm going to give you 3 very, very powerful strategies to help you build unstoppable self-confidence. Because confidence, it's not just something that you're born with, it's also something that you cultivate and maintain over time. You can build self-confidence. So let's dive in. Strategy number 1 is crush limiting beliefs. How many of us were a child or have children? All of us, right? Well, unfortunately, the number one thing that kills your confidence is limiting beliefs that you have built over time. When you're children, you were taught certain things. When you got in your first relationship, when you had your first leader, all of these things created your narrative and your story today. And unfortunately, many of us are impacting our success because of these limiting beliefs. It can be a thought that tells you you can't, you're not enough, you don't deserve it. And here's the scary part. Most of the beliefs, they don't even belong to you. They were given to you by other people that also struggled with self-confidence. Maybe somebody told you you're not leadership material. Maybe you grew up hearing people like us don't succeed. Maybe you failed once and now you think, I'm just not good enough. I don't feel enough and I'll never feel enough. You are not alone, because the majority of individuals struggle with these very same thoughts. But here's the truth. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. So studies show that 95% of your thoughts are actually subconscious, and 80% of those thoughts are negative. Can you believe it? We have thousands of thoughts a day and most of them are negative. But the great news is that once you catch those thoughts, you can actually rewire them to serve you versus sabotage you. So how do you rewire your brain for self-confidence? Here's one step. Identify the belief. Write it down. What's the fear behind it? What is the limiting belief? Step number 2. What's the backstory of this belief? Who did it come from? Where did it come from? Why is it here? When did it arrive? Step number 3. What's the behavior that it's causing in you? Is it causing you to be aggressive, to be passive, to not raise your hand in a meeting, to not be proactive, right? To not manage your time? And step number 4 is, how do we shift the belief so that it serves you and not sabotages you? How do we rewrite the narrative? Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, being able to say, I'm learning and I'm making steps every day. So here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to write down just one limiting belief you've been carrying, and then I want you to rewrite it into an empowering statement. Say it out loud every single day, and I even encourage you to say it in the mirror, because there's something different about looking at yourself in the mirror. The only person who gets to decide what you're capable of is you, and here is your opportunity. Okay, let's jump into step number 2, clarifying your values. I cannot tell you how many times my team and I, we work with leaders, entrepreneurs, executives all over the world, and when we ask them who they are and what they stand for, their response is, can I get back to you? Because they haven't actually taken the time to gain the clarity. Because confidence doesn't just come from faking it. It comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. What are your values? What's your life mission statement? So think about this. How can you feel confident in your choices if you don't even know where you're going or what matters most to you? How can you feel confident in who you are if you don't even know who you are outside of your job, your title, your role, the money you accumulated? Research from Harvard Business Reviews shows us that people with strong personal values, they are much more confident in their decision making and they experience much less self-doubt. Why is that? Because when you're clear on your values and you don't waste time questioning yourself, you're able to simply align with your actions. You're able to say, no, that doesn't align with me, or yes, that aligns with me. Aligning your actions with what matters most is of the utmost importance. So how do you get clear on your values? And let's break this down. Number one, let's identify the top 3 to 5 values. For example, it can be integrity, growth, creativity, impact, freedom. One of my values is absolutely integrity. It's potential and pushing myself. Then I want you to ask yourself, are my daily choices aligned with these values? So what I'm doing every day, is it aligned with an integrity? Is it in alignment with health, whatever your value is? And now I want you to use your values as a filter. So when you make a decision, I want you to ask yourself, does this move me closer or further to what I stand for and what my values are? All 3 steps are critical and important. So if you haven't done this before, just take 10 minutes today, maybe tomorrow, write down your top 5 values. And then I want you to ask yourself, when have I felt most alive and fulfilled, to make sure that those are the top values that you want? Ask yourself, what makes me angry or frustrated? Ask yourself, what do I want to be remembered for? And when you start to have conversations with yourself, you will gain more clarity on the values, who you are, and what you stand for. When you know who you are, confidence becomes automatic because now you give yourself permission to say no and to choose carefully about what you let into your life. Point number 3. I'm sure we've heard this before. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So when it comes to building your confidence, you need to build your personal counsel. This is what we call choosing your personal counsel. So I want you to look around. Who's in your circle? Because your confidence isn't just how you're being shaped internally, because your confidence isn't just shaped by your thoughts. It's shaped by the people you surround yourself with. It's shaped by their thoughts. So your confidence is shaped by you, your thoughts, and it's also shaped by other people and their thoughts. And so if we're not careful, we can let the wrong people in our life that hinder us. Studies show that your level of confidence is directly impacted by the 5 people that you are around. So if you're constantly around vampire suckers, people that are constantly negative, self-doubt, small mind thinking, or people that just don't have a vision or values that we talked about, that's what you're going to absorb. And that's what you're going to become. Now, on the other hand, when you surround yourself with people who push you, they encourage you, they believe in you, they cheer you on, they want you to reach your potential, your confidence skyrockets. And you have a newfound motivation and you have a newfound vision for success because the people around you are also supporting that. So let's start building that personal counsel for you. Choose your counsel. Your inner circle, your inner counsel should be confidence boosters, okay? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to audit your circle first. Who lifts you up? Who drains your energy? Take a real strong assessment of the circle that's around you. Number 2, find the expanders in that circle. So these are the people who are already where you want to be. These are mentors, these are role models, these are growth-minded friends. So these are the people, let's say you want to run a 7-figure or you want to build a 7 or 8-figure business. These expanders are the people that have already done it that you can learn from. And then number 3 is set boundaries. Now, I'm not a fan of cancel culture. It's not a part of my values. It's not an integrity with me, but you don't owe anyone unlimited access to your energy, especially if they're feeding you self-doubt. So creating healthy boundaries is absolutely acceptable. Make a list of 5 people who support you, inspire you, and challenge you to be better. Now make a plan to spend more time with them so that they can help elevate your confidence so that you can be the best that you want to be. And if you don't have those people yet, it's okay. Start looking. You can join a mastermind, find a mentor, join a community, go on LinkedIn. The possibilities are endless for you to get around the right people, because confidence grows in the right environment and it gets stuck in the wrong environment. And we want to choose carefully. This is one of my favorite topics to discuss. Self-confidence is my number one thing that I think about, that I love to cultivate within individuals and organizations. Confident individuals taking action. This is what it's all about. I always say it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have. If you don't have the self-confidence to take action, you will feel stuck and you will continuously feel like you are not enough. So let's recap. If you want to build unshakable confidence, here's what we're going to do. Step number 1, we're going to crush those limiting beliefs. Rewrite the story you've been telling yourself. Step number 2 is you're going to clarify your values, because confidence comes when you know who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going. And step number 3 is choose your personal counsel. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose the people that are going to elevate you, that are going to help shape you into the woman or the man or the person that you want to be. Self-confidence, it's not about being fearless. Everybody struggles with fear. Everybody struggles with self-doubt, including myself. But it's about taking action even when fear is present. Again, everyone, my name is Nada Lena Nasserdeen. I'm the CEO and founder of Rise Up For You. Welcome to Rise Up For You TV. I want to hear from you now. What's one thing you're committing to today to build your confidence? I want you to drop it in the chat. And if you say, you know what, Nada, I need a little bit of support. I need support in building my confidence. I need the tools in building my confidence so that I can be the best that I can be. Simply click on the informative link below. My team and I will jump on a call with you. We'll share about how we're making movement around the world through coaching, through training, and moving the needle on self-confidence, emotional intelligence, leadership, and more. When you click on that link, we'll have a conversation and we'll support you the best that we know how. I'll see you soon. And until next time, keep rising, keep believing in you, and keep stepping into your power.